Hey guys, it's Marla. Welcome back to Twinstrology. This is a sacred union reading for, I guess I'm going to say it's for the Gemini new moon, even though that was yesterday. I apologize for not getting this video out sooner, but you can probably hear in my voice that I've been sick with a cold and I haven't really been up to doing any readings. So I'm sorry about that. This is going to hopefully be an abbreviated reading, because I'm going to be coming back and just, next week we have the summer solstice, or 7 days away. We have the summer solstice, and I'll be doing my full regular readings for that. It's going to be a very important time. And I've also done an astrology report for the Gemini new moon. And I'll be honest with you guys, a lot of people are freaking out right now. And I've been getting a lot of messages from people, wondering what's going on. I haven't been able to answer people back because, like I said, I've been sick and I just have to put myself first for the moment. I've been doing a lot of grounding and shifting of energies over the last month, and it's been hard on me physically. So I just want to touch base on what's going on before I get into the cards. And basically what everyone is feeling is Mars conjunct the South Node. This is bringing up a lot of karma. More importantly, Mars is in its shadow period. Mars is going retrograde at the end of the month. And so this is only the first of 3 passes that Mars is going to make on the South Node. And there's also going to be an eclipse on the Mars South Node conjunction coming up in July. So what's going on is we're doing a lot of karmic release right now, and whatever is coming up and being shown to you is letting you know what you need to work on over the next couple months, when we have Mars going retrograde, a Mercury retrograde, and 3 eclipses combined with the Lion's Gate. So we've got big energy coming in over the next couple weeks. In addition, we've had Venus and Mars both squaring Uranus. Venus just coming into the square with Uranus, and Venus coming into a conjunction with the North Node. So Venus is going to be on the North Node, Mars on the South Node. As I said, lots of karmic releasing. We're letting go of the past in order to move us into the future, move us into our hearts. Of course, Mars retrograde, Mars is the planet that rules the masculine energy, but this is affecting the masculine energy in all of us, and I would be willing to bet that whatever you guys are facing in your lives right now, it has to do with your masculine energy and boosting up your own masculine energy. And we're needing to come into balance in order to support the divine masculine and those in a masculine body, or those carrying the divine masculine energy, support them as they go through their shift. We also have the moon conjunct Mercury, and both of them coming into an opposition with Saturn. Lots and lots of karma is coming out, and also the asteroid union is opposing asteroid karma, and they're both aspecting the North and South Node. I talked about all this in my Gemini new moon video if you're interested in more. But yeah, what we're feeling is all the karma being stirred up right now. So if you are in a pretty stable place, if you could send violet flame energy to the planet, I feel like that would be really helpful right now. Because I'm assuming most of you watching this are fairly awake, but there's going to be a lot of people waking up through these changes that we're going through, and they're really not going to know what the heck is going on, and they need us to help them through it. So one of the ways that we can do that is to do our best to help clear karma off the planet. Some of the other things I'm getting on an intuitive level is that what we're going through is a type of initiation process, and it's time for us to walk our talk, basically. And we're kind of being thrown into the deep end right now, It's like sink or swim time. And we have to really prove ourselves by actually taking the action. Like, we can learn and we can go through processes, but then we have to take those processes and we have to put them to action. That's what we're doing right now. But Spirit is saying that you all have what you need to swim. You know, it's your choice right now if you're going to sink or swim. It's not because you haven't been given the guidance. Okay? So it's not like they're really throwing you to the lions, but for some of you it's going to feel like that. And that's just showing you where you need to do more work. They're also saying, watch your words. Very, very important. We just had a new moon in Gemini. Mercury's opposing Saturn. It's all about changing our thoughts, our beliefs, our perceptions, so we can change our reality. If, you know, we're trying to clear karma, but at the same time, we could be creating more karma. That's why we have to watch our words, make sure we're manifesting things in a positive aspect. The Divine Feminine especially, as I said in my video last week, it's important for the Divine Feminine to remain strong, remain stable, stay true to her intuition and the guidance that she's been getting all along in order to support the Divine Masculine in going through their process. I've also been getting a lot of messages about a storm coming. And I don't want to scare anybody because I feel it's more of a metaphorical storm. It's not going to be a real storm, but I feel it's representing a shift in energy. And it could be like when you're in an airplane and you hit pockets of turbulence is another way that I'm feeling it. But that there's a card storm that's been coming up in a few readings. I've been having this coming through in dreams and in music and other synchronicities. So there's going to be some shakeups, I feel, coming up over the next couple months. And I may have said this in another reading, or it might have been a personal reading, I'm not sure. But the message is expect the unexpected. Like whatever we think we have planned for the future, we can't plan for this. Spirit has something much different planned for us. So there's a period of change coming. People and situations leaving your life, new people coming in, breaking free from stagnant energy, releasing all our old programs. All of these things are going to be changing. When I asked about time frames, I got the number 27. But June, July, and August, there's something major astrologically happen on each of those months. So the 27th of this month, we have a Capricorn full moon. The 27th of July, we have that Aquarius full moon eclipse on the Mars South Node conjunction. And on the 27th of August, we have Mars going direct in conjunction with a full moon the day before. So I kind of think that it's just representing the next 2 months, a little bit over 2 months, as being a time of great change as we go into the eclipses. And of course, I'll be talking about all this as I get more information with my astrology reports. What they're saying, again, I don't want anyone to be afraid because it's really a metaphor. But I'm also seeing like an elevator, And they're saying like you can get off at whatever floor you want to. Like, where do you want to go? It's up to you. And the elevator is representing timelines or dimensions, however you want to see it. It's like it's an opportunity to really elevate yourself if you choose that. And as far as whatever fluctuations are coming, if you're feeling very depressed, then that means that you're stuck in the past. And if you're feeling a lot of anxiety, you're too stuck in the future. And they're wanting us to just flow. Just flow with whatever changes want to come. Okay, let's get to the cards. I'm going to talk about the Divine Feminine first. The overall energy for the Divine Feminine right now is Spirit of Place. This is the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Barton Reed. This is the number 4 card. So we're creating balance and we're creating a stable foundation. One of the meanings of this card is authenticity. And that your life, the biggest thing you can achieve in your life is authenticity. And authenticity is one of the biggest things we can achieve on the twin flame journey. I feel it's one of the biggest factors towards coming into union is learning how to be your authentic self. This card also talks about the answer kind of being in the question. It's like whatever you're seeking, the answer is to do that. For example, if you're seeking love, then be love. If you're feeling out of control, okay, then just surrender to the situation. And I feel like this is kind of confirming what I said for the Divine Feminine, that whatever you're kind of experiencing right now, that's giving you direction. It's showing you what you still need to work on, the direction that you're going, and what is going to be something that's key to your future. What the Divine Feminine is healing right now is surrender. Surrender is number 10 card. So there's a new beginning here. Goes with this card in that, as I said, we're needing to just surrender to whatever comes. Go with the flow. Step into our power. Stay true to our intuition. Know that everything is unfolding just as it should in every single minute of the day. What's the overall energy of the Divine Masculine? It's intention. Number 22, which also adds up to 4. Even though 22 is a master number, we don't normally add it. But either way, it's representing balance and foundation as well. And the masculine has been working on manifestation and setting intentions to create the life that we want. And we see all these dandelions that have been deadheaded here. You know how they have those seeds that fly around. And where I live, there's a tree here called a cottonwood, and it shoots all these little pieces of fluff in the air, and it kind of looks like that here, but it's kind of like a storm of wishes is what I'm thinking of when I look at this card. And you know, I talked about storm, and it could be like all our wishes beginning to materialize. But this intention card is showing us that the Divine Masculine is taking control, taking responsibility for their lives, and they're beginning to be active participants in their lives by setting intentions and following through and creating that which they want in their life. what the Divine Masculine is healing right now, we have 2 cards. The first one is Sekhmet, Goddess of Rage. So there's a lot of anger coming up within the Divine Masculine. And this is the Divine Masculine in all of us, because I've been getting this card for a lot of Divine Feminines in personal readings. This, I feel, has to do with repressed emotions. Whether you're male or female, masculine or feminine, we have to start to feel our emotions, starting with our rage, our injustice. And this is an impetus to speaking our truth. When we are ready to stand up for injustice, that's when we're strong enough to speak out. For the Divine Masculine, all those repressed emotions are beginning to come to the surface. And likely rage and anger is the first one to come to the surface, because that's the easier one to deal with. You know, rage is easier than, say, grief. And love, those are more difficult emotions to deal with. But the Divine Masculine, many of them are feeling angry right now. As I said, whether man or woman, there's a lot of anger coming up on the planet right now. And that's okay, because some of it needs to be expressed and felt, but that's why we could also use the violet flame. If you are feeling angry, try not to direct it at anybody. And as I said, Mars rules those in male bodies, so you may want to give those in male bodies a wide berth right now, because they might be feeling this rather intensely, related to their old karmic patterns. The second card for what the Divine Masculine is healing is Kali, Goddess of Destruction. And again, we see in this picture, there's been a hurricane or tornado, a storm, and there's been destruction. This is representing the change that's coming. And I feel like the masculine is preparing themselves for change. They're letting go of a lot of old things in their life. And this is making way for the new energy. I feel like this is talking about the Mars retrograde too, in that there's going to be a lot of looking at the ego self during Mars retrograde, and maybe some destruction of the ego self during that time period. What's going on with the energy of union? Follow the leader. Number 40. Again, 4. 4, 4, 4 here in the cards. Foundation, stability, being divinely guided. This card is about you, all of us, becoming our authentic selves, becoming the leaders. As I said, we're getting thrown into the deep end. Time to walk our talk. Time to put this into action. Time to step up. People are going to be awakening, and they're going to need people to help them and guide them. So let's show the great leaders that we are. Some others of you at this time, maybe if you haven't been on this journey very long, you might be hooking up with people that are going to help guide you and teach you things that you need going forward. But I feel like, we have this path here. It's about following your own path. what we're healing together is Yeshua, God of unity. We're healing separation. We're coming closer to union. Yeshua's a number 1 card. But I feel like the first step towards this unity, this union that we're always talking about, is realizing that we're one with everything. We're one with God. We're one with this planet. We're one with each other. We are a collective. And we're working as a collective. We have to see that now. We have to find and spread love for each other. It's like expanding that union. It's not just 2 people. I mean, yes, the personal union is important, but when we see that we're all one, we're all working towards the same thing, that changes the whole dynamic of everything. It changes our beliefs and perceptions about everything, and allows us to choose a higher vibration, a higher path. What the divine masculine wants to say to the divine feminine, what their message is. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So the divine masculine is wanting the divine feminine to know that they're feeling it. They're feeling the pull right now. They know what is meant to be. Some of you maybe, if for those of you that resonate more as the divine feminine, you might be feeling the masculine pull on you. As I've said many times, like twin flames, they are chemistry. They are physics. It's an attraction. You can't fight it. It has no logical control. Now, many people ask me, well, what if the divine masculine chooses not to do this or chooses not to do that? Look, if you're real twin flames, it's chemistry. You can't stop it. It's completely out of your control. This is why it's safe for you to surrender. I feel like it's like the masculine saying they're being drawn in. What the divine feminine wants to say to the divine masculine is heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Well, I think the divine feminine, we would really just like to have open communication. I had a funny experience with this. I think it was yesterday actually, where I was contemplating on the divine masculine, because I get the deception card for the divine masculine so much, and I was thinking, like, what does that really mean? Like, what are we being deceived about? And then that song came on. Your lips are moving, so I know you're lying. But we can't be harsh with the divine masculine about that right now. We have to give them space and time. They're just not ready to open up. But it's like the divine feminine is saying, we're here when you are ready. Let's have a heart-to-heart conversation. And so much is being healed through the Sag full moon and the Gemini new moon around our communication. So I think what I was trying to say with that is that the divine feminine, you're likely feeling a lot of frustration. But as I said, like, the divine masculine will come forward when they are able. We've got to surrender to that. what is going on with the union? The first message is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Well, this is what I feel the feminine is really longing for when we, and this card, heart-to-heart conversations, comes up a lot from the divine feminine. Like, they want that communication. They want to get to know each other. And it's coming. Okay, this is the union energy. So we know that whatever is showing in union is what is filtering down to us on the 3D. But in order to reveal ourselves to each other, we've got to be our authentic selves. And if we're not able to be authentic, how can we reveal our innermost selves? We have to be able to be vulnerable in order to reveal our innermost selves too, which means being in our heart. The second card here is express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Which again is saying that this expression, the communication between each other, is healing. It will happen. It's all being handled in divine timing. I feel like there's not a lot of point in trying to push it right now. Right? The divine feminine is being told to surrender. We can't push the divine masculine right now. And as I've said many times, it's the divine masculine in all of us. So we're all having our divine masculine activated and shown where our inner masculine needs healing. So I feel like, look within, where do we have a hard time expressing ourselves and expressing our authenticity? We heal that. We heal the communication and expression between us. Just want to pull a Journey of Love card. And then we're going to wrap it up. Love it. The card is number 10, 3 to 1. Number 10, of course, is a 1 card. There's a heavenly child in your midst. It may be within your heart, your womb, a glimmer in your eye, soon to be. This child holds the key to the fulfillment of a process that is happening for you now. The child might be a physical culmination of your marriage or commitment to another. It might be a symbolic birthing of a new self after a time of learning to bring male energies of protection and discernment together with female energies of feeling and creativity, whether within yourself or within your relationship with another. The child might symbolically be a new life, an improved relationship, a book, a new job, a completely renewed way of dealing with what was once a challenging issue, and so soon will not be an issue for you anymore, just to name some examples. From masculine to feminine to child, there is now just one, a new reality dawning with grace. This oracle holds a message for you. New life is upon you now. You're being reborn, and you will give birth to what is meant for you in this lifetime. There is no need to worry. Just pray with an open heart that you may be supported to fulfill your destiny. You already are, of course, but prayer can help you realize it. The rest is in the loving and capable hands of the divine. Wow. That's why I said I love this card. It's about the masculine and feminine coming together in balance and creating the third energy, which is the energy of manifestation. This is what we're doing right now. And what I said in the beginning about the elevator and where you're going to get off, it's like, what do you want to create? Like, you can create anything you want. Are you going to choose to limit yourself? Or is the sky the limit? It's up to us now over this next couple months to remove as much from ourselves as we can, to expand as much as possible, so that we can bring in what we are truly of deserving, what our destiny is. It's talking about the masculine and feminine coming into union. And it says the male energies of protection and discernment with the feminine energies of feeling and creativity. And this, I feel, this is a gateway that's being opened with that Mars opposing Venus. I'll be talking about that more coming up. There's a little poem here. Love is what makes the heart beat faster, the lump in my throat, the feeling of missing you so much that I can't wait to be with you again. And then we are, and I look in your eyes deeper, and I know the unspoken words that say I love you, and feel words in return. How short each lifetime seems, but what I feel with you lasts forever. May love be the compass that guides you on the course of a lifetime. That's on page 33, by the way, too. So beautiful words to end on, guys. Thank you so much. Again, everything's under control. Breathe, relax, allow things to unfold. We'll speak to you soon for the summer solstice. And if you would like a personal reading, you can visit my website, which is twinstrology.com.